Komm her, meine dicke Maus. Komm mal her. Komm hierher. Have you ever wondered if the TTartisan lenses are any good? Well, I did. Especially regarding the price point of these lenses right now. We got the TTartisan 25 f2. It's sort of like a Zeiss Batis f2. And I tested both lenses in comparison, and I was sad because it was actually pretty good. I hope I am in focus. I focused on something here in the middle of these two rose bushes. But we will try something different today. I already tested this lens on the Fuji X-T3 in comparison to the Sony a6700. I sometimes lose the numbers. There are so many numbers. And I was not so convinced of the 6700. Well, we will see what this lens and the 35mm 1.4 will look on a different camera, shall we? Oh, come here, Abby. Come here. Komm her. Was ist denn am Bein? Was ist denn am Bein, mein Schatz? Ach, nix. Yeah, it's so warm here. My poor dogs. But what can you do? We will see what this lens and the 35mm 1.4 will look like on a full frame body set to APS-C mode. And will we see any difference? Okay, okay. Et voila! Now we are... Na, Abby? Ja, der ist warm, ich weiß. Ich weiß, mein Schatz, ich weiß. Now we are on the Sony a7S in APS-C mode with the TTartisan 25 f2. So in theory, we should see a difference to the a6700, right? And I believe I do. I took some test photos with both systems, and I think I see a difference. It is the sensor, as I, well, concluded. There is something about these old sensors that gives the image a medium format-like look, even though we are now in APS-C mode. At least in my opinion it is the case. So what does it tell us? Well, right? Not much. Not that much. I have to check it out if these lenses or similar fabricates of lenses will work as well on another system like the Nikon ZF, for example. Because Fuji had some pop with these lenses, the a6700 hasn't, and the a7S has some pop with these lenses, and I think they give a very beautiful image. I will now change this lens to the 35mm 1.4. This is wide open, by the way, it's f2. So we got a pretty good shutter speed right now of, I think, 0.003 of a second. It's a little jittery, but doesn't matter. It looks good, I think. I think this lens is pretty good even on full frame. What really pisses me off with these lenses is the metal screw. You got a lens cap that is metal, and it is to screw on to this lens. Wow, sometimes such a pain. You have to unscrew this thing, and well, this is pretty bad design in my opinion. It should not exist. It shouldn't. I've never seen, I don't know. I do not think that I have ever seen something like this. Well, it's unique. You can give it to them, but the lens, instead of this design, is pretty well built. Right now we're on the 35 1.4 at f2, so that the shutter is still able to capture something. And I don't know if it does, but I hope it does. What do we see? I think we see a pretty nice image. It produces a very nice video image, in my opinion at least. So if you mount this lens or these lenses that we now seen to the full frame bodies with the APS-C mode, I think you will lose nothing. Instead you gain something. If you have an old a7S like me and you use these lenses in APS-C mode, I think it is pretty good. It's better than on the APS-C cameras. I debated buying APS-C cameras from Nikon to test this out, but I do not think I really have to. I debated the ZFC or the Z52, something like that, but I think I will go for the ZF because, well, got all in one, and you got a full frame, shallower depth of field, and it has a pretty good pixel pitch ratio like this one, and I believe it is because of that. I will mount it on the A6700 after this sequence is done, but you will see what I mean. It's not that I do not recommend these lenses. The opposite is the case. I do recommend these lenses. I really like these cheap lenses. They're not cheap built. They're not from the gas station, right? They're good. They're good lenses. They're sharp. I really like them, but it depends on the sensor whether you will get this rendition and this 3D pop or not. Welcome back to the 1/3000th of a shutter show. Bright daylight, not a single cloud, not even a chemtrail. Nothing. I really wonder, why are there no chemtrails today? Some days here where I live, it's like a chessboard. Maybe you noticed where you live too. Today, pure blue sky. Fantastic. It's the worst time to film. It's straight light from above. It's pretty harsh light, but you know, there's not always time. So what do we see? We have now the comparison. This is the A6700 with a 35 1.4 at f2. It's the same as before. Do you like the image? Do you think it is a good, smooth rendition? Well, I'm pretty sure on the A7S, and maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I see the footage when I come inside, and maybe it will show me the finger, right? And say, you're lying. Lying bastard, because I'm wrong. But I hope I'm not wrong. I trust the Sony A7S. It's my favorite camera of all time, I think, because of the sensor. Yeah. Well, what I want to tell you by chimping around is that these lenses are fantastic and that you should try them on a full frame sensor like the A7S, and maybe they produce a good image even on the A7 III or A7 IV, even though they got a smaller pixel pitch. So in conclusion, what can we say? Are these lenses good? Yes. Are these lenses usable? Well, for a one-man show video thing, not that much, because chances are I was never in focus. This is something you have to consider before buying these lenses. For photography, if you're behind the camera, they are very good usable. Nice image, sharp image, nice contrast, and on some sensors, even a rich tonality in micro contrast. Are they cheap? Oh yes, they are. $60 and about $80 for the 35. So, can't go wrong with that. But you cannot move, you see. I'm stuck here. I cannot move. Because you always need something to focus, and even then, by the curvature of the lens, how it is built, it could as well be that you're not in focus. And yeah, well, it's always a surprise, like Kinderüberraschung, right? It's always a surprise at the end. It's thrilling. It's fun. Yeah, it's fun, pretty much.